Okay, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara. Today I wanted to do a video based upon something that, well, actually it was a person that inspired me to do this video. Only because one, I just recently got out of this situation, so it's kind of familiar to me. But what it is what is a spiritual narcissist? So I don't know if you guys even know what an actual narcissist is, but a narcissist is a person who has an excessive interest in themselves or admiration for themselves. And then obviously, if you're on this channel, I will hope you know what spirituality is. If you don't, then that pretty much means the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or the soul as opposed to the material or the physical things. So you put these two together and you get you a super narcissist, okay? They're extremely hard to deal with. I would say some signs that you're actually dealing with a spiritual narcissist is typically a person that, I would say they constantly reference their own achievements, even though they may not even actually have any achievements. And then you have those who pretty much they invade your conversation. Like, they're the people that talk the loudest because they want to be heard the most. But 9 times out of 10, the information that they're giving you, it's not so much to benefit you. So you got to be careful with that. Then you have the ones that will twist the script on you and gaslight. I will hope if you're on this video, you know what gaslighting is. But if you don't, gaslighting is when you're in a situation and you're having a conversation, but you have this conversation with this particular person, but instead of being honest, they'll flip the script. So they'll make it seem as if you are irrational or crazy when you heard what that person just actually said to you. Another sign that you're dealing with a person that is a spiritual narcissist, they'll profess their love for you, but they won't show it. Like, they'll say they love you all day long, every day, but they just don't show it. They pretty much talk, but they don't listen. I mean, they'll say some shit and don't even listen to themselves. Sorry for cussing. I shouldn't really be cussing out here. I don't want to get demonetized. They tend to also surround themselves with yes men. So you'll notice if you're dealing with the actual narcissist, everybody around them will pretty much, well, not even a narcissist, a spiritual narcissist, everybody around them will pretty much just yes man them, which makes it even harder for them to hold themselves accountable because nobody around them holds them accountable. And that leads to the next thing. They cannot take accountability for their own actions. It doesn't matter what they do. They cannot take responsibility, or they will not take responsibility for their own actions. They have a tendency to talk down to other people. And this can get a little tricky because when you're dealing with spirituality and a person like me, you have a tendency to be honest and transparent with people, but never talk down to them. That's the difference between somebody that's spiritually trying to help you and a person that's a spiritual narcissist. They'll talk down to you. Another thing is they have a tendency to lead by force and not by example. So they'll lead, you know what I'm saying, but it's forcefully. It's not, their actions don't match what it is that they're telling you to do. So it can get a little confusing. Then I would say they put their spiritual practice second. So they'll tell you that they're spiritual, but in all actuality, they're really not, because they're selfish. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to better themselves. But those are the ways that you can actually spot a person that you're dealing with is a spiritual narcissist. But I would say, how do you deal with these particular people? Don't. There's no reason why you should be in contact with this person. You have to understand that when you're dealing with people like this, they don't want to do better in life, and they don't want you to do better in life, because for you to do better, that means to surpass them, and they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a situation with a particular person and you feel like you're dealing with this person, I'm gonna be honest, run. From my past experience, and this was the relationship that I literally just got out of, and what's crazy is just it's funny, because people told me prior to actually being with this particular person, what the fuck were you doing? But I mean, you live and you learn. You got to go through your own spiritual journey. I feel like some things we have to go through so that we can actually encourage other people to not go through them, or to kind of recognize the signs early on. Like I said, on the flip side of this, I don't want to dehumanize anybody, because at the end of the day, we're still dealing with people. However, I'm telling you, honestly, do not deal with these particular people. Like, you have to understand that these particular people, they're sad, they're miserable, they can't take accountability for why they're in the situation that they're in, even though we all have free will. So every situation that we're in, believe it or not, you put yourself in it. So because you put yourself in that situation, it's for you to kind of take responsibility for the things that you've done and pretty much remove yourself out of that situation, or at least try to better yourself, or to learn from your mistakes. These people have a tendency to not learn from their mistakes because they won't take accountability for what it is that they're doing. So it's just, like I said, I don't want to dehumanize them, because they're still people. And like I said, they're very sad people, and people have to understand that old saying, misery loves company. You know, they're just sad people who lack accountability. They don't want to take accountability for their own actions. So in turn, they just pull everybody around them down. And that's why I said, if you're dealing with people like this, it's honestly best to just get away. Like, plan your exit, do what you need to do. I understand that some people in this situation are so deep in that they're married. In that situation, do what you need to do to get a divorce, because like I said, when you're dealing with these people, they're nothing but an anchor. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, from my own personal experience, which I'm still going through it, because unfortunately these people don't want to leave me alone. But I mean, like I said, I just hope that this video finds the next person, so that, you know, you don't get yourself far in a situation to where the point you feel like you can't get out. And even if you feel like you can't get out, you can always get out. Best believe there's always a way. Like, you can make a way out of no way, period. Like, don't let somebody tell you, oh, you got to deal with it because you have kids. No, because you have to understand, the longer you stay there, your children, you're inviting an energy in that doesn't allow for you to ascend. They don't want that, because they're comfortable being within this dark place. And like I said, because the people that they're around enable them, is they don't even realize that they're in the dark. And it's sad, because it's like somebody has to come through and show you, like, what you doing ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I mean, it's the world that we live in. Like I said, I hope this video actually finds somebody and it helps and gives you the strength to get out. I'm telling you, don't stay there. You cannot change anybody. A person is only going to change if they want to change themselves. If they don't have the desire to do that, they don't need you in your ear telling them to change. In fact, that actually pisses them off, because they're comfortable being who they are. So like I said, don't stay there and try to, oh, I'm going to love this person until they're whole. No, okay? Because they're not trying to be whole. They're trying to destroy you, period. Like, so if you're in this situation, leave, get away as fast as you can. I would say plan your exit to a point where it doesn't allow for your sanity to be deteriorated or destroyed. Just because, like, my particular situation, the ending was like super messy. Like, it was super messy, and it was uncalled for, because if you understand who I am as a person, like, I'm very intelligent. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to end something, I would like for it to be end amicable. But when you're dealing with situation with people like this, like, there is no logic. Like, what you think they won't do, they would do. You know what I'm saying? And because you're dealing with a person that's spiritual, child, this person will use things on the other side to try to get at you. So it's just, it's weird. It's a situation, like I said, if you're in it, you know, try to plan your exit as fast as possible. Men and women, because you can deal with the spiritual narcissist, even though narcissism tends to be a trait that guys tend to possess. But I noticed, like, as time goes on, because this whole, like, city girl movement, like, people are a little bit more self-centered than they should be. And because when you're self-centered, that kind of is an incubation period that causes a person to create the characteristics of a narcissist. And when you're a narcissist and then you add in spirituality, it's just like, oh my goodness, this person is on 10. But like I said, if you're in this situation, pretty much leave as fast as possible. Plan your exit, get out, you know, do what you got to do. If you have children, you have to allow your children to see that person for who they are. But you also have to understand that the longer you keep that person around your children, that person is not going to be any good to your kids. Because you got to think, if this person does not want to let you go and you have kids with this person now you have to deal with that added layer of, do I really want to send my child over to this particular person, and I know all they're going to do is try to destroy me. So now you have kids that grow up in an environment where both parents are talking about the other parent, and I don't think that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in that situation, honestly, sometimes it's just best to just leave. And I know you're probably like, but that's my kid's dad. What good is a person being a person's father or mother if they're not even a whole person? Like, you're pretty much giving your child half of a parent, and that's not fair to the kid. So at that point, you might as well move forward, heal yourself, and find your child a new stepmom or stepdad, period. Because you can find love anywhere. It doesn't have to necessarily come from that particular person's that person's biological parent. You know what I'm saying? It's just, at the end of the day, people need to do what's best for them, their children, and just keep it moving. Like I said, if you're dealing with people with these energies, let them go. Leave them alone. There's really no point of even interacting with people like that. And that's just being honest. Again, this is like my second video or third video that I've ever made on this YouTube channel. So you're going to have to, give me some time to get everything together. But like, comment, subscribe, share this video, send it to anybody who you think may be going through this situation and you need them to get out. I hope after this video it opens some people's eyes to kind of, love yourself and do what's best for you. Like, don't allow anybody to stop your progression. And it doesn't even have to be in spiritual growth. Like, if you're just trying to grow as a person and the person that you're around doesn't want you to elevate, child, leave them and level up. Like, because the moment that you leave them and you find solace within yourself, the universe gonna send you the next person that's supposed to be there anyway. So yeah, you guys, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and bye.